What's going on, guys? It's ChosenTCG here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a Gravekeeper deck for the March 2013 ban list. Alright, so let's kind of get started, and as always, the full deck list will be in the description below, and make sure you check out my channel, subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs this video up, and all that good stuff, because that makes me happy. Alright, so let's get started with the deck. It's very self-explanatory. I don't really want to go too much into the deck. But as always, I'm probably gonna go into it because that's what happens when I talk about a deck I play a lot. Alright, so we got triple commandant, triple spy, triple descendant, one guard, triple recruiter, one assailant, one Tsukyomi. We got three Necrovalley, two stele, double road tribute, double duality, one Allure of Darkness, and then the lone mystical space typhoon along with Dark Hole and Book of Moon. Now the traps: one solemn judgment, one solemn warning. Now we got two bottomless, two Starlight Road, two compulsory, two mirror force, and one dimensional prison along with one torrential tribute. All right, so the I guess main deck itself. Very standard. Three commandant and three spies. Pretty much a must because this guy's probably the highest attack monster in terms of Gravekeepers, and it gets you the Necrovalleys quickly. Same thing with Recruiter. You have to run three. It's basically a Witch of the Black Forest. Hold on. Yes, a Witch of the Black Forest for Gravekeepers. So therefore, you cannot get Gravekeeper Spy. So don't make that mistake like I did a couple times. All right. So you can add itself as well. Combos well with Descendant, and you guys all know what it does, right? Flip Spy, or your opponent attacks Spy. Spy his effect activates, get the descendant, summon your recruiter next turn, you pop the your opponent's back row, activate recruiter's effect, get another recruiter to your hand, infinite amount of pluses, right? So one guard, I think I used to play two guard. I like one right now. I might add another one. I do have one here, just in case I need it, but guard is definitely a good card. But just to, I guess, talk about this format and the previous format, because water did come out, the water deck came out, and the Fire Fist, Fire Avatar, like fire and water, those two decks are pretty much the biggest decks out there right now, and they kill Gravekeepers because water can easily just discard your pikeman and your infantry for the Abyss Megalo, and then you can pop the face down Gravekeeper Spies and various other face up spells like Necrovalley, and therefore when they do that and they also get their effect off and they get that Megalo out, okay, it's kind of game over. And you know, against Gravekeepers, they have more of an advantage since Gravekeepers are slow and they need to set their cards, and water just completely destroys it, destroys Gravekeepers. And fire, you know, that fire retarded card destroys all monsters on the field. Well, that's really gonna hurt Gravekeepers because you're gonna destroy the guard and the spies, which are the core components of the deck, right? So can't do anything about it. But But if you have Necrovalley on the field, I do believe you can negate that Fire King Avatar Bird thing because it can't be special summoned, right? Yes. So hold on, let me think. Negate any card effect that would move a card. Okay, I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into it. But yeah, so of course, Necrovalley just shuts down. Oh my God, shuts down a lot of decks, and honestly, uh, like right now, from what I've seen, I guess like Macro Rabbits were probably the best deck. If you were to play against Water, let's see, would this card be good? I guess it wouldn't be that good because I don't think they use the graveyard that much. Yeah, I don't know. They don't use the graveyard that much because you would. Well, I mean, Macrocosmos is good against it because they can't discard cards to the graveyard. Okay, so Necrovalley kind of wouldn't make too much of a difference, but we do know that Road Tribute, pretty much Road Tribute, Necrovalley is here kind of just for Road Tribute, but it's overall a good card. But yeah, Road Tribute itself is just it's too good. Like you get this first turn, you play against not Dark Worlds because you're gonna lose, but you play against like uh, Chaos Dragons, let's say. If they draw out monsters, which they probably might, you play Royal Tribute, you got a really good advantage. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, wait, you got all their cards in the graveyard, they're going to play BLS. Well, yeah, I mean, if you get a +3 or +4, you're going to win with Gravekeepers no matter what. So, I'm not running 3. 3 is too cloggy, 2 is good. Let's see, Duality, Allure, draw cards, 1 MSD, Dark Hole. I was thinking about taking this out along with Torrential Tribute, but I was like, you got Recruiter. You know, I'm not gonna take it out. Well, it's too much of a good card. And why aren't I running Monster Reborn? I don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, I guess you shouldn't be watching this video. So, yeah, no heavy storm either. I'm running like 25 spell or trap cards, so I'm not gonna be playing heavy storm. Yeah, so you guys should know. One book, just good combos. And oh yeah, I do want to explain the Tsukyomi. It did come back to 2. I played it last format at 1. It's actually working pretty good. Actually, the only problem I see with Tsukyomi in general is like the speed. Just like with any deck, if you try to contest with water, Tsukyomi is just too slow. Like it doesn't. I mean, it's good. I mean, definitely it's good. Like your spies face down, you normal summon it. You use Tsukyomi's effect, flip spot back to normal. Sorry, face down the fence, and then you could do it again and again, and it's cool, but it doesn't work against a deck that just outright overpowers you. But yeah, I mean, it's a great card overall. So let's see, the traps, you got the Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, double Bottomless. The 2-star rolls are just kind of, I was thinking of running 1, but 2 is definitely better just because if you have more monsters on the field, and you have, sorry, okay, let me try to explain this. If you have a lot of monsters on the field, Starlight Road is alive. It's not only for spell and traps, because once you establish your field with monsters and or spells or traps, and you have this set, you pretty much win. Now I know it could be dead, but Gravekeepers are not a deck that another deck can snowball against, unless like it's water, because you can pretty much grind it out little by little, and then you'll get your field presence, and once you get your field presence, you have to keep it, or else like it's really easy for another deck to just kind of roll back into action and just like come back against Gravekeepers. Let's see, compulsories. I like this because I used to run 1 of this and 2 guards, but 2 of this is fine. It's really good just because you could chain it. I think that's the main reason why people find it so good. And of course, XYZs and synchros XYZ are being played a lot. 2 mirror 4 self-explanatory, and then the rest is D Prism, just really good, and Torrential Tribute, good with Recruiter. And then you got the extra deck, which I don't really use any cards from the extra deck anyway, except Stardust. I don't go for XYZs because like, okay, like, if you go for a Utopia, or let's say a rank 4 XC, which is the most common play, which I go for Utopia anyway, or Maestroke, uh, I would literally be wasting my resources, just because if a spy is face up on the field and face up defense position, and I got a Necrovalley, I don't want to summon another card just so I can exceed and get a Utopia. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather have a couple small monsters on the field. So let's see. You can go for like Zenmaines. I think I went for Zenmaines once with 2 recruiters, but like I said, like you don't want to do that. Recruiter is a good card overall, and you could combo well with a descendant. Let's see. Now that I've talked about the extra deck and the main deck, I guess other extra cards you can use. This is not a side deck. Like Gale, I used to tech 1 in, kind of just for fun of it. You know, you can always summon Gale, you know, have the attack of your opponent's monster, and then just tune into an Arcanite Magician, which is a great card. But nowadays it's not really used that often, and I mean, with Veilers and Warning introduced, this card, I mean, it's good, but it's just not as good as before. And let's see. So what else is there? Yeah. So you can also run a couple copies of Veilers or Maxis, but I choose not to, just because like you would run those just to kind of combat against the meta. But this is kind of just a kind of a fun deck for me, but also at the same time, these cards are really for side deck choices. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else more to talk about. Gravekeepers are very self-explanatory. Very good deck overall. You can't go wrong with Gravekeepers. It's a cheap deck. The most expensive card is probably Descendant. Other than that, like you don't need an extra deck. You technically don't need anything else except the main deck, which the most expensive card is Descendant, which is like $5 and $5 each. And let's see, yeah. So everything else is common. You should just go get it, unless you want to pimp it out and make everything gold or something. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys go try out Gravekeepers this format. Hopefully you'll see a little bit more play, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And this is ChosenTCG, and I am signing out. Peace.